A merchant has coffee worth $20 a pound that she wishes to mix with 70 pounds of coffee worth $90 a pound to get a mixture that's worth $30 a pound. How many pounds of the $20 coffee should be used? So the situation here is that you have a merchant. She has two different kinds of coffee that have different values, and she would like to mix these two coffees together to create a blend that's worth $30 a pound. Now, a really good step in any kind of word problem is to state the unknowns or the variables. Now, the question I'm being asked here is how many pounds of $20 coffee should be used. So right off the bat, I know that one of my unknowns is going to be the amount of $20 coffee. So let's let X equal the amount of $20 coffee. There's actually another unknown here. Notice that we're not told how many pounds are in the final blend, or in the final mixture. So let's let Y equal the amount of the $30 mixture. Now, the fact that we have two unknowns tips me off to the idea that I'm going to need two equations based on the information given in the problem in order to solve this problem and find the answer. The first equation that we're going to create is an equation based on the amount of coffee. And the general setup is the amount of $20 coffee plus the amount of $90 coffee should equal the amount of the mixture. Well, we're representing the amount of $20 coffee with X. We are actually told the amount of the $90 coffee in the original problem. We're told that it's 70 pounds. And we are using Y to represent the amount of the mixture. And so the first equation based on the amount of coffee is X plus 70 equals Y. Now we're going to create an equation based on the value of the coffee. So the value of the $20 coffee plus the value of the $90 coffee should equal the value of the mixture. And to determine the value of the coffees, you simply take the dollar amount that the coffee is worth and multiply it times the amount. In other words, the value of the $20 coffee can be represented by the dollar amount that the coffee is worth times the amount of $20 coffee, and remember we're representing that by X. So 20 times X represents the value of the $20 coffee. And then in the same way we can represent the value of the $90 coffee. So we take the cost and multiply it times the amount. And in this case the amount was given to us to be 70 pounds. And then the value of the mixture is the value of $30 times the amount of the mixture, which we said was represented with Y. So 30 times Y. So the two equations that we can use to solve this problem are X plus 70 equals Y, and 20X plus, simplified would be 6,300, equals 30Y. Now the hard part is done. Most students find the most challenging part to be setting up the two equations. From here, you need to use one of three methods to solve this system. The three methods are graphing, using the elimination method, which is also known as the addition method, and the third method is substitution. Now, either method you choose is fine, and if you do the method correctly, you should get the same answer either way. But in this situation, one of the three methods is going to be a bit more efficient, and that is going to be the substitution method. Now, the reason that I'm going to use the substitution method to solve this system of equations is notice that our first equation is already solved for Y. So I can easily replace Y in the second equation with X plus 70. So let's go ahead and do that. I have my second equation as 20X plus 6,300 equals 30, and then instead of writing Y, I'm going to substitute that with X plus 70. And notice that now I have just a simple linear equation all in terms of x, and I can pretty easily solve this for x. First, I'm going to distribute the right-hand side, which gives me 20x plus 6,300 equals 30x plus 2,100. Then I'm going to subtract 20x from both sides, which gives me 6,300 equals 10x plus 2,100. Next, I'm going to subtract 2,100 from both sides, and I'm almost there. That gives me 4,200 equals 10x, and then finally I'll divide both sides by 10. And that yields a result of x equal to 420. Now let's go back and remind ourselves what x was representing in this problem. In this problem, we said that x would equal the amount of $20 coffee, and that is also the question being asked. How many pounds of $20 coffee should be used? So that implies that the amount of $20 coffee is 420 pounds. Awesome.